Hi, I'm Karina, Natural Health Missionary, and here I am doing a little update on the water challenge. How's everybody getting on? It's day 7 now, depending on the time zone, and just want to show you that I too do drink my water, and you can see that I'm up to day 7 and I'm on 3 already. I've drunk 3 bottles of water. And what I do, a little quick tip, I wonder how everybody's getting on with this water challenge. I know a few people said they were going to follow it and do it, and well done, and hopefully you're still keeping up with it. But what I do, I drink 3 bottles before breakfast, and I have them set out like this, and then I drink 3 before my dinner time, and then I drink another 2 bottles after dinner towards evening, but I make sure I finish before 7 o'clock. Okay, so remember I said there's little notes on the paper, on the sheet that you downloaded. You can put little notes. That's a little thing that helps me to do it. But you choose your 8 hours over the day, and then you get it done that way. And that's what's been helping me, and that's what works for me. And I don't know, I'm hoping it will work for you. So that's a little update on that. And also, just want to share with you a little presentation to do with water. So, drinking water then. Now of course people know that if you don't drink water there's going to be a problem. You can only live for 3 days without drinking any water, and after that then there's serious problems, if not death. If you're already dehydrated, then definitely, you know, it has fatal consequences of not drinking enough water. And it's said that even though water drinking is so important, most people don't get enough to survive. They don't drink enough. They're only drinking enough to survive, but not to thrive and be in optimal health. And another thing, if you don't drink enough water every single day, then you may end up being in a state of chronic dehydration and not even realise it. You might not even know, because it's normal to be like that, so you think it's normal. And also you're missing out on the benefits of water. And you can end up looking like this prune here that I'm going to show you. No one wants to look old and looking like this prune, having skin that's shriveled up. So, drinking more water. We have a Spirit Prophecy quote here that says, "Water is the best liquid possible to cleanse the tissues." So, cleansing, daily detoxing is necessary with drinking water. Free use of water. In health and in sickness, pure water is one of heaven's choicest blessings. Its proper use promotes health. It is a beverage which God provided to quench the thirst of animals and man. Drunk freely, it helps to supply the necessities of the system and assist nature to resist disease. The external application of water is one of the easiest and most satisfactory ways of regulating the circulation of the blood. And there we have another quote there talking about water therapy and treatment. So, pure water to drink and fresh air to breathe invigorate the vital organs, purify the blood, and help nature in her task of overcoming the bad conditions of the system. So, risk of voluntary dehydration means that if you look at this picture here, you've got number 1, your body's fully hydrated, but you're perspiring, and then number 2, you're losing more fluid, and then you think, okay, I need to drink water, and you drink some more, but you only drink enough to fill back up what was lost. You haven't filled it up to the optimal. And what happens, because the thirst, you quench the thirst, because you drink a glass of water, and then you think that's enough to quench that initial thirst, but really your body needed more. And so what happens is a vicious cycle that goes right, and you end up staying lower than you should have been. And this is called voluntary dehydration, and it can get progressively worse, and it can lead to many diseases. So does it really go straight through? Because people are, oh, when I drink water I have to be ending up in the bathroom every minute. Does it really go straight through? No, it doesn't. What happens is when you go to spend a penny, you're not releasing the same glass of water, even though it feels like it. It's not the same glass of water that you just drank. what happens is the fluid levels in the blood raise and triggers your body to release, but you're actually releasing what would be considered old water that needed to come out. So your body says, thank you, I can let go of this old water now, and then replenish with the new. There was a study done, excuse me, the study that was done here, I can't remember where the reference is from it, but I do remember this. 300 millilitres of water will start to show up in the bloodstream within 5 minutes, and then half of the water will be absorbed in 11 to 13 minutes, and the whole thing will be absorbed within 75 to 120 minutes, absorbed into the blood. So so what people usually ask, what is the minimum amount of water and what is the maximum amount of water that people should be drinking? Because really, a lot of people don't drink enough, full stop, but let's look at the minimum. This will vary depending on your body weight, the climate, the activity and medical conditions. But it's important to know that your body loses about 2.3 to 2.8 litres of water each day. Just keeping you alive. It loses that. Through your kidneys, your urine, your lungs, other skin, other different tears, whatever it is. When you're losing water, you're losing it, and so that needs to be replenished. So you lose quite a lot. So it says the Institute of Medicine suggests that men should drink on average 125 ounces, which is about 3.7 litres per day, and women should drink 91 ounces, which is 2.7 per litres per day, as just to keep you going. And the maximum, this is going to shock some of you now, how much water can the body actually handle? According to the Medical News Daily, our kidneys can eliminate about 5.3 to 7.4 gallons. That's 20 to 28 litres of water a day. That's how much the body can actually handle of water. But the kidneys eliminate 30 ounces per hour, which is just about just call it 1 litre or little less than 1 litre per hour. That's how much the kidneys can actually handle. So when you're drinking 16 ounces an hour or less, 8 ounce glass an hour, then you're not flooding your body with too much water, and you're not there is a risk of, it's called hypertonia. I can pronounce it right. This word's going to get me now. Hypertonia. It means too much water, and you flushed out all your sodium in your body. Yes, that can be a problem, not just sodium but other minerals. It can be a problem, but not with drinking so little, and especially not when you are if your nutrition is optimal as well, because it balances, everything balances. So yeah, that's how. Imagine drinking that. No one's going to be drinking that much water on a daily basis. Drinking 1 gallon of water is not too much. You don't have to worry about it. But you're not going to drink 1 gallon in a minute. You're going to drink it spaced out throughout the whole 24 hours of the day. You're not going to be drinking in the night. So if you want to say 12 hours a day, and you're going to choose 8 hours of that, or whatever you've chosen to do. I'm only saying 8 because of the water challenge. But whatever, as long as you spread it out throughout the day, you're not going to be flooding yourself. You're going to be eating as well. You might even have a few juices. You're going to be fine when it comes to. And if you are in any aches and pains, maybe your body needed that water to flush out any uric acid and various other things that could be causing a problem. So don't worry about drinking too much when you're being temperate, and but more so worry about not drinking enough. That's most of the problem. So something that's going to help you with what actually helps the body is something called electrolytes. Electrolytes are minerals in your blood and other body fluids that carry an electrical charge. Electrolytes affect the amount of water in your body, the acidity of your blood, your muscle function, and other important processes. You lose electrolytes when you sweat, and you must replace them by drinking fluids that contain electrolytes, and drinks as well as teas as well as foods are going to put back these electrolytes, because water doesn't really contain it. Yes, water, you might have mineral water, but sometimes those minerals don't really, it's not enough or doesn't absorb enough. So electrolytes: calcium, chloride, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, and sodium. These things are called electrolytes. So 90%. By adding taste and electrolytes to water, you increase your intake of water by 90% versus plain water. And this is because, have you noticed that you could probably drink juice or some fizzy drink all day long, even alcoholic horrible drinks which people should not drink, but they can down a pint of beer or down a pint of fizzy drinks. But when it comes to water now, struggling. Because the taste, and there's something in it that makes it, that helps, even though good or bad, helps you to swallow, basically. Helps you to drink it, take it in more easily. And sodium helps regulate the amount of water in the body. Potassium is essential in the regeneration of electrical impulses in the body that control muscle and brain function. And magnesium helps relax the muscles and prevent cramping. And calcium is essential for muscle contraction and helps maintain a normal heart rhythm. So all these things are important, which you get from food and you get from juices. So here is a electrolyte drink that you can have, that helps you to, if you're fearful or you just want something to help the water to taste nicer or encourage you to drink, then this is something you can put in your water to help hydrate you, especially if you've been doing activities, different things. So the juice of 1 lemon, 1 stick of celery, 1 orange, 1 lime, 1 grapefruit, 2 tablespoons of honey, and an 1/8 teaspoon of pink salt, in brackets. You don't always need that because of the celery. And you're going to juice the lot, and you're going to use 1 cup of that juice for every 2 litres of water, and that will give a little subtle taste to your drink, to your water, as well as helping you to drink it. You might find that you drink more like that. You might find you max out your 1 gallon like that, or you might find that you don't actually go to the toilet as often as well. Electrolytes help the water because it's electrolytes that actually help the water to stay in your body. You find that you won't go to the toilet as much because it's being held in, although you do want to be exchanging the water as well, flushing the system as well. So there's lots of variables. The body is wonderfully and fearfully made, and we are to look after it. And one of the ways to look after it is by drinking enough water and drinking it in its proper proportion for your body. Obviously, a child is not going to drink as much as an adult, or somebody that's a smaller frame is not going to drink as much as somebody with a larger frame. Using sense and using, but generally speaking, this is what we need to do. So, just as comparison, a particular brand of electrolyte tablets that people like Gatorade and all these sports drinks. There's some tablets people sometimes buy and put in their water to help, as electrolytes, and people are doing sports stuff. And this particular brand has this amount of milligrams of all those electrolytes there: sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and vitamin C. And the recipe that I just gave you with the lemon, the lime, the grapefruit and whatnot, look at the comparison. It has more than double, or in some cases, and definitely more minerals, vitamin C, than what you can buy in the shop. And it's much more affordable and something that you made yourself. And look at the other ingredients, all these other extra ingredients that those tablets have. There are things in the natural vitamin C, the natural lemon, the orange, and ingredients, the fruits there, and the celery, the benefits of that far outweigh what any man-made tablet can provide for you. And I put the 380 milligrams of sodium there in that packet there because of if you wanted to put the pink salt, that's what that would add in extra there. And plus, pink salt alone has 84 extra trace minerals as well. So there's lots of ways things you can do to help your body absorb the water and just be making sure you're getting everything that you need. So finally now then, it's interesting to know that it takes about 50 days for complete turnover of all the water in your body. 50 days. So we've done the challenge. We're doing the challenge for 28 days. So if you double it, and to make just, obviously that's more than 50, but just double it or just keep it going, and in 50 days, all the fluid in your body that you've got today will be totally different in 50 days time. But the difference is you'll have better fluid because you'll be drinking more water and more electrolytes, and you're going to start feeling better. And then to repeat that over another 50 days and another 50 days and another 50 days, you'll find that your flesh and tissues and skin is all going to be improved. So there you have it. I hope that's been informative for you today. I hope that you've been encouraged. I hope that you're gonna keep up with drinking water for yourself and encourage others to drink water too. So that's it. Bye.